Just because you're about to have a baby does not mean you need to fill your home with a bunch of unnecessary baby gear. Despite what companies for baby gear would have you believe, babies don't actually need a whole lot of stuff. Today in this video, I'm going to be sharing 5 must-have minimalist baby essentials. Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. I am Merritt. I am a first-time mom to a 16-month-old little girl. I share all sorts of motherhood content to help moms learn to love motherhood and build connections with their little ones. I share on topics such as gentle and attachment parenting, learning through play, natural non-toxic living, and a bunch of other topics. If that sounds like you, I would love to have you around. Don't forget to tap that subscribe button so you can follow along on all my future videos. Today we are talking about the minimalist must-haves you need for every newborn baby. It is no secret that there is a ton of products out there targeted towards moms who are pregnant, nursing, postpartum, moms of young kids, for their kids, babies, you name it. There is so much marketing out there aimed at these moms to just buy. But moms have been doing this for centuries without all of this junk. It is mostly unnecessary. And so sometimes, however, as a first-time mom, it can kind of be hard to cut through just the noise and chaos and to figure out what is actually necessary for a newborn and what is just kind of marketing BS. So in this video, like I said, I wanted to share my 5 must-have products for a minimalist-minded mama. Let's get on into it. My first minimalist must-have product is a muslin blanket. Now, I really honestly wasn't expecting to use these blankets as much as I ended up using them, but I ended up loving them because of just how versatile they are. So I found it really useful to buy products that had more than one use, and so that meant that I had to buy less products because I could use one thing for 5 different purposes, for example. And muslin cloths were or muslin swaddles, I think they're technically called, were able to be used for so many things. I actually didn't ever use them for swaddling. I liked a different sleep sack for that. It's like sleep swaddle zip up thing. So I didn't use them for swaddling, but I used them as actual blankets to keep my baby warm. I used them to lay them on the ground so that she wouldn't have to lay directly on the dirty ground. You can use them as burp cloths for spit up, to kind of tuck into your bra while you're nursing and your baby is still kind of getting used to not spilling milk everywhere. You can actually use them as diapers in a pinch, especially for those cloth diapering mamas like myself out there. They can just be used for such a wide variety of things. So I highly recommend that you pick up or register for, I would say, a pack of maybe 5 would probably be good to just have around, so you can kind of, have a nice rotation of them going, throw some in the laundry when they get dirty and you don't run out. But yeah, like I said, I loved always having a muslin cloth just kind of close at hand nearby to be able to just grab if I needed to mop up a mess real quick or whatever. They were so useful, and they're so big. So they could be used for, like I said, a ton of different things. You can lay them over the baby's car seat to keep sun out of their eyes. Like, again, a ton of different things. And that was kind of my main focus, like I was saying, to cut down on the clutter, was making my products that I did buy go further in their uses. Next must-have is a baby carrier. Now, I'm not going to recommend a specific type of carrier because I think each mama and their needs from a carrier can vary. I ended up registering for 2 different types of carriers. One was a wrap carrier, and then one was a more structured kind of wrap hybrid carrier. I liked both for different purposes. The more structured one was better for earlier days when I was a brand new mom with a super new newborn and I didn't really know what I was doing. It was a little easier to kind of wrap my head around that structured carrier and felt more confident using it. But as I was, kind of became a mom for longer and was more confident and comfortable with, figuring things out, the wrap carrier was amazing. It was so comfortable, so great, and so versatile, again, because it can be used in so many different ways. You can wrap it to carry around a baby from newborn up until I think toddlers can even still be wrapped. So highly recommend that. And it is just such an easy way to carry your baby around and get things done without needing to buy one of those expensive, swings or docks or any of the other number of things that are marketed to be able to put your baby down in. It's easy to just strap them on. Baby is happier like that. Baby's happier like that anyways, because they want to be with mama, and you can, nurse them in the wrap. You can just do anything with your baby wrapped on you. You can wash dishes, you can do laundry, you can clean the house, you can, I don't know, sit down and binge Netflix if you want, but it is definitely a must-have for any mama, and again, a minimalist mama, because you don't have to buy all of the other baby holding gear. Now that being said, I do recognize that you do not want to be holding your baby 24/7. Sometimes mama needs a break, and so I do have one kind of dock lounger thing on this list because I used this thing up until my daughter was 9 months old. It got its fair share of use, and I absolutely loved having it. So I do recommend it to any moms who want to have just a nice cushy place to lay their baby down when they don't want to be constantly holding them. And that is the Boppy Newborn Lounger. There are a bunch of different docks out on the market, and the ones that I was kind of considering alongside the Boppy Lounger were things like the DockATot and the Snuggle Me. And first of all, the price difference between those two groups of docks are just astronomical. Both the DockATot and the Snuggle Me is well over, I think, $150, while the Boppy Lounger was $30. I also preferred the Boppy Lounger because it had a little bit of an incline. It was more of a pillow kind of dock area for the baby to just sit and chill and hang out, rather than the Snuggle Me and DockATots were more like kind of flat surfaces. A lot of moms use them for sleeping or naps, but that wasn't really what I was looking for. I just wanted a place to be able to, happily set down my baby where she would be comfy and cozy and kind of contained. And yeah, so the Boppy was just excellent for that. I put her in the Boppy Lounger on the kitchen floor to watch me make breakfast and empty the dishwasher every day. My husband was able to, cook meals with her right there. It was just, again, it was so nice to be able to kind of tote it around the house. It's nice and compact. It has a handle to carry around the house. We honestly used that more. We did have one of the electric swings, but we used the Boppy Lounger so much more because it was just so convenient. You can carry it anywhere in the house. Loved it, especially for the completely reasonable price tag. I highly, highly recommend it. So that's the only two things that you would really need to kind of hold your baby besides yourself is a carrier and a Boppy Lounger. This next must-have is for mamas who choose to breastfeed, and that is a silicone breast pump. So the most popular brand of a silicone breast pump is the Haakaa breast pump. But I actually used a different kind of generic brand off of Amazon, and it worked just fine. It was much cheaper and I was perfectly happy with it, so I'm going to link that one in the description box. I may also link the Haakaa just because a lot of moms love it, and if you would prefer to go that route, but I really liked my off-brand one. I didn't notice a difference, but anyways, the Haakaa was great for building up my freezer stash of breast milk. I did get a breast pump through my insurance, but I found that it was mostly unnecessary in the beginning when I was just kind of nursing on demand all the time. I didn't really have any need to pump, but I still wanted to build up a freezer supply of breast milk just to kind of have that security of having a store of breast milk. So what I would use the Haakaa for is not to pump the milk, but to kind of attach to the opposite breast whenever I was nursing. So it would catch all of that extra letdown that would otherwise just be wasted in a nursing pad or a burp cloth. And I built up a substantial freezer stash. That way I actually ended up donating a whole huge freezer bag full of my breast milk because I just ended up never needing it, but I had built up this huge stash from essentially not doing any extra work other than feed my baby as I normally would. So I recommend this to every single mama who wants to breastfeed and build up a freezer stash because it was just the easiest thing ever. I didn't have to use my pump at all. Yeah, it was just the easiest way to build a freezer stash. So I highly recommend for minimalist moms, you may even be able to completely skip out on getting an electric breast pump if you are really interested in just paring down to the essentials. The last must-have I have to share with you is a convertible crib, and actually a mini convertible crib at that, if you are looking to conserve on space as well as number of items that you purchase. My daughter is 16 months old and still has plenty of room in her miniature crib. I honestly can't see her really outgrowing it ever, and when she does, it converts into both a toddler bed and a twin bed, so we can basically use her crib for the rest of her life. Yeah, essentially this is the only bed frame that we will ever need to buy her, so I highly recommend that. I, again, really like these products that can kind of convert and grow with your toddler or be used for more than one purpose. Toddler. My daughter's a toddler, so that's why I said toddler, but with your baby, so that's just one less thing that you need to purchase in the future. And actually along those lines, I'm going to add one more in here because I just looked over and thought of another product that I absolutely recommend, and that is the Love Every Play Gym. And I really like this because it really is kind of an all-in-one minimalist play area for your child that can really be used as the only play area that your kiddo needs. It grows from infancy all the way up to toddlerhood because it has a little kind of canopy tent, which is how I have it set up now for my toddler. So it becomes kind of a little like secret hideaway fort type thing. But when they're a baby, it has the, you know, arms to dangle toys down from, and they can, you know, just lay on the mat and look up at the toys. It also has different fold out areas around the mat that once they are older or they're experiencing tummy time or kind of crawling around, that they can play with and explore. And it really is a versatile toy that can grow with your kids. So if you're looking to just kind of, again, be really minimalist with the toys that you present to your child, I definitely recommend the Love Every Play Gym. And so that wraps up this minimalist newborn essentials list. I hope you guys found it useful. Let me know if you have added any of these items to your baby list, or if you've already had a baby and are just watching this for fun. I would love to hear what your must-have essentials were for your newborns down in the comments. And as a quick aside, if you are building a registry and looking for a great place to build it, I recommend Babylist. You can add products from all over the web, from all over the internet onto the list, no matter where it's from, so you don't have to kind of be stuck with one store. So that's a quick little tip added in there for you. But other than that, I am going to wrap things up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and share with any of your expecting mamas who might enjoy a minimalist baby registry tips video. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!